Sometimes when I mention guardrails, it seems like they're so tight. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with us hanging out at the house. But what you're describing is, for you, in fact, that's a guardrail. You might not call it that, but what you explained is, you're not going up unless I'm getting some. That's a guardrail. Yep. I don't have to worry about there being any confusion, because you're not going to, you said the same, Mike. You two struggled to actually even embrace the situation, because your personal guardrail and boundary is so tight. It was like, well, I would never be there. I'm like, well, we already said we're there. Well, I'm done, but she's not coming up. And I'm like, well, she already up. It was like really difficult to get there.
So, you mean to tell me that you'll get your hair done, your nails done, and your makeup done, but then you won't do anything to help you?
Girl, that math ain't mathing.
No. So, when is it going to be the time that we stop working on the outer things and start figuring out the inner things?
Girl, I think the time is now. And so for you, I'd encourage you to strut over, slide over, get on through, getandstaymarried.com. Because what we have for you is not just this great conversation like we're having today, but it's an entire community to help you know and love yourself, but focus on what we put in and what we put on. So all our clients have a personal stylist, a year with a finance coach, a flexibility coach, a sex educator, because there's a lot of people having sex,
but they not good at it.
Oh, don't let that be you. So go ahead, sis, slide on through, getandstaymarried.com. But for now, back to the show.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Romance and Real Estate, where we
help you level up in life, love,
and money.
All right, man. So today, we were talking before the podcast, and Shanoria has something on her chest that she just needs to kind of like air out. What's going on, sis?
I need some help from you and Mike. Because we always want to make this most valuable. And in fact, we have someone in our coaching community that has presented a situation. And one of the things that our clients love about us is we don't pretend to have the answer for everything. Right? We know our lane and we stay in our lane. We accelerate and we kill the game. But when we step out of our lane, we love to go and get other individuals who can help provide value. For example, in our coaching community, it's not just us. People think it's just Erica and I, but it's actually 7 additional coaches. So all of our clients have a finance coach for a year. We have a personal stylist, interior decorator, sex coach. We talked about Goody. So all of that's already included. But what we don't regularly have, though we did have a cameo from my husband on communication, is the perspective of men. So I have a client that we love. We love you. And she was very transparent with us, as the ladies are, it's a safe space, about some practices. And we had a session with her, but at the end of the session, we still felt
that there needed to be additional value that we wanted her to have that we knew couldn't originate from us.
Correct. It needs to come from a man. So I would like to tell you the perspective. I would like to not share what we said, but I want your raw feedback.
And can y'all tell us at the end what y'all said? See how it aligns or not, or don't align?
Sure.
On this one, hold the mic hold the mic in your hand. Okay. All right. So go ahead.
Okay. So the situation is this. So, you're in your late 20s, early 30s. I need to set the time frame, right? Mindset. And you're dating. And you have a young lady that you're interested in. You link up with her. Y'all meet on a dating app. Connect that way. It's like, hey, let's get together. You've been talking and chatting about some things. She's let you know, I do not want to engage in sexual activity before I'm married. Right? That's a no for me. So, but everything is vibing. Y'all doing good. Y'all going on some dates. It's good. Y'all kissing, good kisses. Nice, wet, sloppy.
They like pecks or French?
No. Nice, wet, sloppy.
Sloppy,
like with the massages. And then she comes back to your place. Right? And y'all vibing. Y'all maybe having some drinks. And y'all, up close and personal and kissing and everything. How you feel about that?
Mike, I'm gonna let you take the lead. Mike's 29, so this is perfect for him.
Look at Mike's face though.
I'm gonna give y'all my toxic. I'm gonna give y'all my real deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Mike. Hold the mic to you.
So, I would say this. We've already agreed that we weren't going to that next step. We weren't going to that next level. Me personally, I'm a respectful person when it comes to boundaries. Mm-hmm. So I probably wouldn't even let you come to the crib, and we would have just stayed out.
Right? Why? Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you let her come to the crib?
Because that's what she said she wanted. So I'm gonna respect that until she changes her mind or she feels more comfortable doing anything further.
And that is a great gentleman response. But I need you to speak to the truth of manhood. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you have her at your home? Because what?
To keep it all the way 100?
Yes.
I personally, once she said that, I probably in my whole days wouldn't have pursued anymore. Uh-huh. We kind of just would have stayed friends. Or I would have got somebody who was ready to come to the crib.
Because if you come to the crib, then what?
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to happen, but you're here willingly for a reason. Not to just sit on my lovely couch or bed or watch Netflix, because we've already seen everything on Netflix. Mm-hmm. So to get down for the most part.
But why? Why can't I just come to your place and we just hang out? What's wrong with that?
And have some drinks.
I mean, you already know we're not going to.
My house ain't the safe place.
Yeah. But you already know we're not going to have sex, because I told you that.
So I'm going to tell you that my house ain't the safe place. So we just don't need to come to my house.
But we're at your house. So
right.
You can't change.
We wouldn't have got there. Yeah.
But we're there.
Okay. I want you to move forward in your mind.
I'm coming to y'all for help.
So we didn't got there then.
We're there.
Yes, we're there. I told you. We already kissing.
I think that she has changed her mind at this point.
I agree with him.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think? Why have you taken from the situation that a mindset must have changed?
Because it's, again, an assumption that if we're going back to my house, we know what goes down in my house, because it's not a safe place, like Eric said. So I would think she changed her mind if that would mean the scenario. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would assuming you could be wrong 90% of the time, you probably are, but I would assume again that she's letting her guard down, letting that boundary down, because I'm going to 99% say like, oh, we don't need to be in my house then. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you, like let's go ride bikes, let's go to the park, let's go to the movies, but like at my crib it ain't even safe for us, so let's just stay out here. So once I've kind of let you know. Like, I wouldn't call that a boundary, but letting you know, like, the wolves be out over here.
Right.
And you want to go to that part, they going to get you. Like, if you want to go play with the wolves, I don't no longer feel like I've disrespected your boundary.
Right. Okay. But we're at the house.
So when we at the house, like I'm going to do my best to allow, to just be cool. But you going to have to sleep on the couch. Or I'm going to have to sleep on the couch. Like, either or.
Or you can't sleep here.
Yeah. Like we gon' man, that's gonna be a tough one. Go ahead.
Here is what I'm receiving from you right now, Eric. Mm-hmm. Okay. You are completely with the shits.
At all times.
Right?
We don't even gotta be at my house.
What I'm
we parked outside in the car.
That's what I'm saying.
I got a Yukon.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're like, I'm going to be as respect. No, you're not.
So I'm gonna just. So first and foremost,
y'all drinking. Y'all are drinking.
I piggybacked off Mike, but to give my own answer to what Mike said, not understanding the full question, because you guys said that you're already there, but we wouldn't have ever got to my crib because we wouldn't even been dating.
Okay, but I got you. But the reason people come to the Romance and Real Estate podcast is to get the real juice.
Yeah.
So stop shifting the situation.
I'm just learning that now we at my house. So I'm letting you know, like we wouldn't even have to be in my house. Like we'd have been in my car in front of my house, or like it just. So why is it disrespectful if I've stated like I respect you? And so we need not to go to my house. I need not to go to your house because I don't ever want to make you feel any type of way or disrespected, because the kiss at your house might make us fall in a different place than the kiss that was a gentle kiss at the date or whatever, right? It's just different.
So I have a question. how far are we in my house? How far are we into this kissing?
We are making dry humping. We
making out.
Dry humping too.
I prefaced. I said we are having drinks.
Can I tell you this? I don't be dry humping shit.
But I got
drink. I'm just about to drop my shit and go.
Either y'all are gonna help me out, or y'all gonna help me
a little rubbing.
The situation is now. I appreciate that you have shared what your perspective of the situation would be, and my understanding is you believe. I think she liked me because she's here at my place. We kissing, we drinking, we rubbing. I'm feeling some hard titties. Like this is happening, right? It's about to go down. Right. Okay, that's where you all are. Yes, it's about to go down. You are squinting and everything, so it's clearly about the area. It's like
we're missing the angles on the camera and stuff.
Okay, so it's about to go down, and then like when you sticking your hand down, I'm like, I told you I didn't want to have sex. What's your thoughts?
Right there. Stay right there.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Okay. A little bit, not a little bit, a lot of it. I'm confused. I'm flustered. It's weird if I keep pressing, right? So I'm not gonna press it, but I'm gonna be like, so why are we here? I'm gonna ask her, why are we doing all of this to stop? Because that's weird.
Okay, so you are confused because
mixed signals.
We stopped. We started the car, hopped in the car, put our seatbelts on, and then you tell me I can't put it in drive.
Well, you never said you didn't want to kiss me. I only said I didn't want to have sex.
But I feel like French kissing or the sloppy Joe that you talk about is part of, it's the prelude, it's the foreplay to that. I don't be kissing nobody like that. I kiss like that with intention.
All right.
Just keeping it a buck with
you.
Okay.
So I feel like that's your warning sign that I'm on.
Yes.
So at that time, if you need to shut that kiss down.
Right.
And then I'm cool because I understand it like, shit, this might be time up. It's not a play. We're not playing around.
Right. There's a whole bunch of reasons as to why we're stopping.
But I'm going to assume no, though, if you shut that down. I'm not even, like he said, I'm not going to press or even touch you like that, right? Because like that come off like on some weirdo stuff.
Right,
like, you're getting aggressive.
Right.
And I just didn't shut that part down. So why you keep going?
Right.
I'm done.
So
but if we continue kissing, I'm like Mike. I'm just be like, you good? You okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to feel like it's going to be a weird feeling.
Please follow that trail. So now, are you going to be able to go on another date with me?
After we stopped in the middle of that, like.
Yeah. Please be honest.
I'm going to need a conversation that is not that night because I'm going to regurgitate exactly how I feel. And that may come across wrong.
Can you please tell me exactly how you feel?
So I would feel like if that was happening, my mind. All right, so let me play it for you. We got off a date, enjoyed you, we had a good time. Somehow we kissed and it's just good
We're
vibes.
at your house.
We're in the parking lot. I'm gonna give you my walk. We're in the parking lot. And we kissed it. And then I told you the wolves is inside.
Yes.
So we walking through, I'm grabbing ass. I'm slapping booty before. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta tell you how I run. You know what I'm saying? Because I like whatever you got on. That's a compliment. I'm telling you about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you look good and everything. I need you to be at. I just need you to be up there. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't got in the crib. I'm damn near, I know you drink, so I'm gonna make it. I got every fucking thing at the crib. So you know what I'm saying? We just pouring gas on the whole damn thing. Keep it. I'm keeping it a buck.
Yes.
If you smoke reefer, like I'm gonna call the reefer man for you. Whatever your vice is, we got it. I don't have that at the house, but we're gonna figure it out for
Don't
you.
come looking for it.
All right, so by this time, to be honest,
yes, please.
But it's so fucked up. I'm about to probably go to Rome, come back all with my shirt off or something. You dig what I'm saying? It's a whole setup. You dig what I'm saying?
He said the wolves was inside.
Like I'm on some shit like that.
Yes.
At that moment, we probably got to that stage where you like, so if y'all kissing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't see what I just done, you should be like, little boy, where your t-shirt at?
Right.
That would be my cue to be like, okay, damn. I thought it was sprint, but damn, it's a curveball. But I got that warning. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I might be able to chill and Netflix it because you stopped me. Yeah. Like before I got there. Yeah. But if I'm physically on top of you on my couch or vice versa, and you stop me, yes, it's going to be difficult for me to go out because I'm gonna be. This is my mindset to answer your question. The fuck she on? Like. I'm confused, but my mind is different than Mike's. Yes, but I'm not gonna say that, right? Right. But if I were, that would come off wrong.
But just tell me. Keep
so
going.
I'd be like, what the fuck going on? Yes. And then, so I'd be like, did I do something wrong? I would ask that. Because if so, I apologize.
Yes. Well, number one, I'm saying we're already in the situation. Yeah. We were already hot, heavy, steamy, and I shut you down. And you shared that, hey, in that moment, I can't say what I would say. I would have to talk to you later. And what I'm saying is, okay, but here in this safe space, if we can share the total truth of what you're really thinking about the situation, you said you would apologize if you did anything wrong.
Because, I would be like, because I would be like, hey, did I do something? If so, I apologize. But I would listen to see if I did something.
But I told you we weren't going to have sex, so why are you trying to have sex with me? I thought you respected me.
But I told you that the wolves is in here.
I got you. So imagine we haven't eaten in 2 days, right? We're starving. And then you invite me over to your crib. You cook a full course meal. It smells amazing, looks amazing. You set the dinner plate, everything. You told me 2 days ago, I'm never in my life going to feed you. But then you set up this whole gorgeous meal and then told me I couldn't eat it.
I mean, I told you that from the beginning.
I know, but you just made the meal. Now I'm expecting to eat. You just made it for me to eat. I'm going to try to take a bite. If I'm a normal man, I'm going to try to take a bite. I'm going to try. Why wouldn't I try?
I second that. And I'm going to be like, man, what the hell wrong with you?
So when I don't allow you to eat or skeet, we shut it down. Thank you for respecting. And then are we going to go on another date next week?
No, get out of my face. I never want to see your cooking again.
Really? Yeah. Why?
So for me, it's misleading. And so I don't even want to put myself in a position where communication is that bad, or we do something that you regret. And I don't even want that emotion, that I don't even want that energy.
Right.
I'd rather remove myself and go where I'm wanted.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So what do you get from the young lady? What does that tell you about her?
That she's disciplined, but she's unaware of the smoke signal she's putting out there. So she stood by her gun. So I can respect somebody standing by what they're talking about. She's actually taking action.
That's right.
So she does have some type of self-love, and I respect that.
Right.
But don't put us in the midst of temptation like that, because then I assumed, and again, I could be the ass for assuming, but I assumed that you were letting that down. Right. And again, the communication fell through because we were slobbing and all that type of stuff. I just don't want that. And so again, I feel like her thing is aligned, but she just doesn't understand what actions not to apply to her dating life.
Yes. And we've spoken previously about boundaries and guardrails.
No doubt.
And sometimes when I mention guardrails, it seems like they're so tight. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with us hanging out at the house. But what you're describing is, for you, in fact, that's a guardrail. You might not call it that, but what you explained is, you're not going up unless I'm getting some. That's a guardrail. Yep. I don't have to worry about there being any confusion, because you're not going to, you said the same, Mike. You two struggled to actually even embrace the situation, because your personal guardrail and boundary is so tight. It was like, well, I would never be there. I'm like, well, we already said we're there. Well, I'm done, but she's not coming up. And I'm like, well, she already up. It was like really difficult to get there. But there's another element that I really would love for you to speak to, and that's this. If it was your daughter in this situation that's doing this, are you concerned at all?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're going to put yourself in a situation where boy going to take the cookies from you one day.
Really?
So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that Mike's a respectable guy. Mm-hmm. I may be more of an asshole than Mike, mm-hmm. but I have some respect, and I don't even care to be in that type of energy. Yes. Like I said, I'm gonna go where I'm wanted.
Right. Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So but for my daughters, there are gentlemen and there are men out there that are not gonna respect that,
right?
And that may become forceful, mm-hmm. And at that moment, I won't be in a position where I could protect you as mm-hmm. a father.
Right.
So I wouldn't. So I think that if their mom mm-hmm. or they came to me with a story like this, mm-hmm. I think I would talk about like what proceeded to that. Mm-hmm. They grown, so mm-hmm. I understand it's gonna happen. So I'm not the type of father to be like, well, you need to not do. No, but I'm gonna just say, hey, like being at somebody's house, understand that they may look at it like it's open game and mm-hmm. that you are actually reneging on your prior statements.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
And so that would be the conversation I had with my daughter mm-hmm. because you're going to run into a gentleman mm-hmm. that is not going to accept no.
Right.
I hate to say that, but mm-hmm. I just got to keep it a buck.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
we want to be real.
That's my take.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I completely agree. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have brothers. I'm the youngest of 5. I have 3 brothers. And I was taught you put yourself in certain situations, then the expectation is not going to be one that you really want. I.e., don't go teasing a man, showing a man, prancing and dancing and doing all of these things if you don't have no intentions of giving it up. Mm. Just like don't hit a man without the expectation of getting hit back.
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's what my brother.
It's not for here, but that's a tough one.
It is a tough one, but I'm going to tell you, it's been something that I stood on mm-hmm. for my entire life, and it kept me out of a lot of bad or potentially bad situations because,
you like a voice in the back of your head.
What you said, these smoke sick. Where there's smoke,
there's fire.
I'm going to assume that there is a fire. Mm-hmm. So I came over here ready to cook, baby. I came over here ready to cook because what you're giving me is I'm ready, I'm primed, I'm set, and I'm on go. Mm-hmm. And now that we are about to take off, it's like, oh, no. Well, where was no when you was at your house and before you came over here?
Right.
So mentally, I'm listening to what you're saying, and it's not anything different than what I've heard. However, every woman doesn't have the same experience. Every woman doesn't have a brother. Mm-hmm. Every woman doesn't have male friends. Every woman doesn't have cool uncles that'll be like, don't do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the purpose of us definitely asking you and Mike was for you guys to be as completely honest as you could, because you don't want anything from these ladies that are watching. Mm-hmm. There's no expectation. You don't gain nothing. You don't get nothing. That's the type of man that you really want to be having a conversation with, because his advice or the things that he would guide you or help you with comes with no price. Mm-hmm. I'm just doing it because I want you to be cool.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's why the conversation had to come to this platform, because what you said out of your mouth as a man, I could say it, but sometimes a woman or women wouldn't really receive it the same, because it's like, you don't know everything. You can't speak for a man, and you're right.
And so I
can't speak for a man, but a man can.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's tough. So I think, to give you credit though, that's where you guys, like, you need to have conversations early, the communication and things of that nature. And that's where I would have then just said mine, right? I didn't look at mine as a boundary or a guardrail.
Yeah. Right.
But like, it's buns over here. So like that's what I would have said though. Yeah. Just so that we clear. Yes. But I'm not gonna cross you like that, because like, I respect you, and if I want to get to know you, I'm gonna operate based on the parameters provided.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you'd be surprised what some people don't recognize as like a societal standard or like an understanding. Like, but this is what it is. And it's like, well, but I told you that we're not doing this. So I definitely appreciate the feedback, because please understand, we said with our whole chest. I mean, I was like, whoa. We don't move like that. That's dangerous. Mm-hmm. That's the word I use. Right. That's dangerous. Mm-hmm. You don't play with a man like that.
Mm-mm. What did she say she got out of doing all of that? What was her purpose? What was the reason that she thought
she was just being herself.
That was herself.
Yeah, she said, I just want to have the freedom to be myself. I don't feel like I need to play a game. I don't feel like I need to pretend. I already told you what we're not going to do. You didn't say anything else was not allowed. You didn't say you don't want to kiss. You didn't say you didn't want to have drinks. You didn't say you didn't want to, like, you know, cuddle, fondle. But I already told you what I didn't want to do. So the fact that we were doing all those other things didn't seem like it was wrong because both of us are willing to do all of that. And I'm enjoying you. I just don't want to do this. And I was like, this is just really not, I said, it sounds good on paper,
right?
But it doesn't actually manifest that way in life because people have feelings and emotions,
right?
And there's a lot that's not being said. And in the heat of the moment, it just becomes very dangerous because we don't know these dudes.
Right.
You remember when I said I would suppress what I'm thinking?
Yes.
I've never been physical, like violent with no woman, but I would be a little angry.
Right.
And so,
right.
But there's other, so I'll be verbal about it. That's why I said I'll just shut the hell up,
right?
And just kind of be cool,
right?
And I would talk about it when I'm in a cooler head,
right?
That's really what I was,
right.
But it's dudes out here to be like, "B, what the fuck?"
Right.
Like, and get aggressive with it, and it could get dangerous, not in the sense of rape, but it could just get physical because he's like, man, what the fuck? And actually kick her out or whatever. Right. You don't even want that energy.
Right. And so if you're interested in this guy, this is not what we need to be doing, ladies. You think that this is helping you because y'all are having more of an interaction. We're getting close. We're having a good time. But you're annoying him. You are irritating him. So if you really are interested in him, don't do this. Honor your boundaries. He didn't say we couldn't go to the park. He said we can go to the park. We can go do this. We can go do that. But if you don't want to bust nothing wide open, then don't be trying to bust my door down. Like, leave that alone. It's not appropriate for this time.
Right.
So what we're doing is we're saying one thing and we're doing another. Now, I've just been very transparent in this situation. But quite frankly, it goes down in many ways like this. Just like if you say you want a wife, you say that, but you're entertaining non-wife qualities, and then you wonder how you get yourself in a situation. It's the same thing.
But
it's the exact
some
same
boys
thing.
don't know. I feel like today's society, a lot of people struggle identifying what wifey material is.
Oh boy! Listen. We touched on this. What is wifey material to Eric?
I get it.
Different for what wifey material to Mike is.
And I get it. I'm just speaking in general. The society that we're in, you know, many will say like, hey, I'm old school, you know, some they say I'm, you know, but I just feel like we don't have a true understanding of ourselves and what we need. So I'm tracking with y'all.
You got it.
But I feel that I feel like a lot of men, not just, you know, I've been part of this too, so I ain't going to exclude myself, are looking at exterior and physical tangibles to define what we want versus the internal stuff that we desire. And so we misconstrue based on cloudy definitions, and lack of knowledge and lack of support from y'all. You dig?
Yeah, I got a question.
And so, you know, I feel like that's what's going on.
I know we rapping, but I got a question. I can't help but ask. Let me make sure I phrase it correctly. Ooh, I think you're gonna love this.
Okay.
So what if the situation is you say you're not ready to get married? And I say, okay, I understand that. But then we stay together for a long time. We live together. We have kids together. We pay bills together. Our families know each other. We travel together. We do everything together. I think you changed your mind.
On marrying you?
Yeah.
I feel that...
Because you're putting out smoke signals. And I'm angry.
So
that we done got all the way to this point.
So you got the right to be. You got the right to be. So I'm not arguing that. I see that happen every day though.
Right. Yeah, but don't just look at it from the smoke signals, right?
No, that is right because I'm pretty much wifed you. You just ain't got no title and you ain't got no legal attachment to my growth.
Right.
So is it safe to say in both scenarios, it's cruel? It's cruel.
That's a tough word.
Just put a period. It's cruel.
To be with somebody in that fashion for years and not marry them.
No. It's cruel to give out smoke signals if you don't want the fire.
That's it.
Fair enough.
In any situation, it's cruel.
And that brings us to the end of this episode today. Again, for the announcements, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Man, rap to us. Let us know, man, what you think about this episode. Yeah. Do you agree or disagree? Have you been in this situation before? You know what I mean? But for those who need a little bit of help, a little bit of self-assessment, can they holler at y'all?
Yes, if you need a habit audit, honey, hit us up. You can find me on IG as Shanoria, the confident one.
Or you can also go to getandstaymarried.com.
Yes.
So check this out. Everybody needs real estate.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you have everybody has a relationship with real estate.
That's right.
Whether you have an apartment that you're renting, whether you have a house that you're renting, whether you live in a house, whether you're a landlord. If you're a landlord, I can show you how to get more. If you're renting, I could definitely show you how to get your first property where you could get it and live for free. If you are looking to get into real estate, I have a great opportunity where I show people just like you how to find and acquire free rental properties in any market. Therefore, I'm hosting a webinar. The link is below, man. GetFreeRentalProperties.com, and I'll see you soon. Till then, peace.